Hello everyone, my name is Pink Juliet and welcome back to Escape from the Princess. We just told her that the actual princess is in the town looking for her. So let's just jump right into it again. Plus, I personally saw the princess today and she was clearly searching for someone, and she almost never leaves the palace. But now I'd just like to know how long this Eastern witch expects to stay in my home, and how I can possibly help her. Just what am I going to do with you now? Zara stops chewing her bun and looks at me. Have you come up with a plan to escape? If you keep stalling for time, the guards are going to find you sooner rather than later. Then we'll both be in trouble. Zara almost inaudibly sighs, then turns away. I just need to get past the town walls unnoticed. Surely, all of the town's exits are being guarded now. I need to find a way to sneak past. So... What do you mean, so? So what, then? You sneak past the guards, and then what? Do you have a plan for after? Where are you going to live? What will you do next? Are you going to settle in a nearby town, or will you head back to your homeland? If Zara is thinking of escaping the kingdom, traveling by ship would be more convenient and safe as an option. I just want to be as far away from here as possible. You vowed to help me, and I promised to tell you where the medallion is. That's all. So you don't have a plan? Are you at least familiar with the area? I rarely stepped foot outside of the palace. Huh. Well, good luck to you then. Now I'm positive she won't escape capture. Zara will surely be apprehended, and not long after leaving the town's walls. I suspect she may be one of the princess's personal maids, which is why she'd been in the palace all the time. I wonder how this witch wormed her way into the Princess Elisa's personal entourage. Maybe she's a daughter of some bigwig bureaucrat from the east, perhaps a governor's? I've heard that Padishah loves sending their boobs to far-off lands, even under kingdoms. Maybe this is one such case. It seems my guest has a bit of royalty in her. The way she moves, her manner of speaking, even the way she tilts her head as she listens. Even though Zara tries to act low-born, she was clearly brought up well, and it gives her away. I wonder if she'd tell me more about herself if I asked. Ooh. Ask her about the princess, ask her about her past, tell Zara about yourself, or do nothing. Let's see if we can ask her about her past. You know, I've always been intrigued by the stories I've heard of the Eastern Kingdoms, and not just the tales told by merchants. Since I have a real Eastern witch in my house right now, I don't want to miss this chance. Tell me something about your homeland. How is it living there? Zara seemed confused by my question. Did I say something wrong? Is it really so odd to ask someone about their homeland? Well, there's a desert, lots of sand, and little water. And then Zara stops as if she has nothing to say. That's it? There has to be more than just sand. I hear the palace of the Padishah is made of pure gold, and if you look upon it at noon, you can go blind from how brightly it shines beneath the sun. Is that true? Of course not. If that were true, everyone in Muratana would be blind. I sigh in disappointment. I really wanted to believe that there was a huge pile of gold somewhere that'd make you go blind by just looking at it. Even if said pile was shaped into a palace. Whatever. What else is there? Once while I was in port, I saw merchants selling birds from Muratana. They were so bright and colorful. Do they really live there, right in the desert? Zara frowns. The conversation seems to be unpleasant for her, and I can't understand why. Listen, I really don't want to talk about Maritana. Why not? It's just that I have memories of a town there. Fine, not a word, I understand. You don't want to talk about your homeland because something happened to you there. Zara averts her eyes and starts twirling like a half-eaten muffin in her hand. Yes, indeed. That's exactly why. Now please, let's talk about something else. I shoot the witch a suspicious glance. She said that a bit too hastily. My intuition is telling me that there's another reason why Zara wants to avoid talking about Maritana. Ask her about the princess, I guess, if it's going to give me the option. I continue to quietly stare at my guest for some time. I wonder what the princess saw in her. Although why am I even asking? It's not hard to see her with her good looks. Or was it something other than her appearance? Zara, what do you know about Princess Elise? The witch stiffens visibly. It depends on what you want to know. Tell me about her. What kind of person is she? It's said here in town that the princess has led a cloistered life, and everyone treats her kindly and gently. But as I now understand it, that's simply not the case, or is it? Cloistered life? Yes, perhaps, but not of her own will. Trust me, it wasn't her desire to be locked in that palace most of her life. What's the problem then? I don't seem to recall there being a law that requires the princess to be held captive, and she clearly has no interest in men. So the royal family should have no worry that she might compromise herself. And even if she hasn't confessed to liking girls, what's there to fear? Zara sighs. It's not as simple as you think. For the sake of her kingdom, the princess needs to be prepared to wed anyone, even her own cousin, if it means that her family retains power. Moreover, according to the law of the land, the crown princess may only become queen after marriage. But if the princess prefers women, persuading her to wed becomes much more difficult a task, an impossible one. And her opinion on the matter is irrelevant. Even though the wedding has yet to be announced, a date has been set. The ceremony must take place within a week's time. And Princess Elise will be crowned immediately after. I had no idea. That seems pretty rough. That sucks when you're not allowed to marry for love and you have to marry for political gain. The princess is unable to find her true love because she's being forced to marry a man she can never love. That's really sad. It is really sad. I'm glad the times aren't like that anymore. But that's no reason for the witch to be this upset, and besides, there would be no way for them to continue their affair after the wedding. Or does the princess have some sort of other plan? So, is the royal family aware of the princess's preferences? Did they lock her in the palace because of it? I think they may have an idea, but there's another reason they've locked her away. Another reason? What is it then? I can't tell you. And anyway, I don't know it either. Fine. At least tell me why she's here looking for you. Why would she be allowed to leave the palace right now? If the royal family is suspicious of her, then they might already suspect that the two of you were lovers. Zara flinches as if I had said something unpleasant. Look, can we talk about something else? Why? Did I say something wrong? I just wanted to know why the princess is searching for you despite the fact that she's to wed soon. Does the royal family truly not mind that the crown princess is behaving so strangely? How would I know? She hastily turns away from me, almost as if she were afraid that I'd read something on her face. Very suspicious. What if this whole princess story is a lie? What if Zara wasn't her lover, and the princess isn't really a jealous stalker? What if Zara stole something valuable from her, and now she's hiding? Are you going to eat that gingerbread? Zara points toward the basket with sweets. No, I'm full. Good. Zara then grabs the gingerbread and stuffs it into her mouth. What a clever way of avoiding the conversation. She can't speak with her mouth full now, can she? Tell Zara about yourself. Sure. Then I remember the medallion Zara promised me for my help. Do you really think the Romala medallion will help me? It's just that I have no talent for magic at all, and every magic relic I wield is absolutely uncontrollable for me. Zara looks at me quizzically. Honestly, why do you want magic powers so badly? Truthfully, magic isn't as fun as most people think. What kind of a question is that? Why would I want magic? Because it's my dream. Ever since I was a child, I've dreamt of becoming a mage, and I'm determined to make that dream come true. Yes, that's all well and good, but why do you need it? Well, I hesitate a little. It's not that I have nothing to say, but under Zara's watchful eye, I suddenly feel like she's the teacher and I'm the student here. Well, mages are respectable. They're special, unlike common folk like me. They can do all sorts of amazing things. And that's all? Well, of course not. Zara silently spins a teaspoon in her hand while studying me. Tell me, if you had magic powers, what would you use them for? To tell the truth, I never really thought about it. But now that question's been posed to me, I realize I desperately need to know that myself. If I were a mage, I'd be able to do something that would benefit our kingdom, or at the very least, this town. And I'd create useful things. Perhaps I'd be a battle mage if I could control elemental magic, that is. Then I'd help fight our enemies and become a hero. And if I could heal, I'd treat the sick and the wounded. Or perhaps I'd study the great mysteries of the universe. It all depends on what kind of magic I'd have. And to do all of that, you'd need to be a mage? Of course, it's not like I could just do it without magic. If I had the ability to wield magic, then I'm sure I'd know exactly what I need to do. As it stands, I have no idea what I was born for, and it's very tiring not knowing your purpose in life. Zara smiles. But if you were born without magic abilities, then perhaps your purpose is to choose your own path. The type of magic one is attuned to greatly limits that individual's choice, thus preventing them from choosing their own abilities. You don't understand, I need magic. If I become a witch like you, I'm sure I'll be able to make the world a better place, to make others happier. Thoughtfully, Zara rubs her chin and looks at me straight in the eye. It almost seems as if she's attempting to hide a sadness within them. Please understand, magic doesn't only lead to glory and respect. It can also harm others and destroy. It can even hurt those who wield it, especially if one uses it without considering the consequences. The witch heaves a heavy sigh. Is she talking about herself? Well, I'd be very careful. Yes, I can get angry sometimes, but I'd never do anything to hurt anyone. That's certainly commendable. Although nothing is stopping you from saying whatever you want to me. Hey, you don't believe me? I'm really very level-headed, by the way. Apparently, I said that too passionately, because Zara burst into laughter. Yes, I see that. No, I'm serious. So what about the medallion? It can help me, right? What type of abilities does it give? Well, that depends on you. Then Zara turns back to the window, ending the conversation. It's unlikely that the witch will share any more than that, so I decide to leave her alone. We finish eating lunch quietly until Zara awkwardly breaks the silence. Thank you for the food. Everything was very tasty. The food was bought with your money, so I should be thanking you, not the other way around. Zara smiles faintly. I wonder where I'll sleep. I think about having to share my bed with the witch and instantly blush. Well, I can set you up on the bedroom floor. On the floor? Zara's voice is tinged with surprise. It's obvious she hadn't considered that scenario. Perhaps there's another option? One that doesn't involve the floor? Look, if I let you sleep in my bed, then I'll be the one sleeping on the floor. And I really don't enjoy sleeping on the floor. It's hard and cold, and there's cockroaches. Zara looks at me horrified, and I realize that I've said too much. You want me to sleep with the cockroaches? Well, I'm not saying that I want you to, but there's only room enough in my bed for one of us. If you're afraid that I'll touch you, I swear I wasn't even thinking of it. No, well, I'm not so sure. I'll give you more money. Deal. But there's one condition. You need to sleep on your half of the bed and not an inch closer. Okay. Look at me, allowing someone to sleep with me for a little bit of money. How corrupt. Although I could indeed use that money, besides, I'd feel a little guilty sending Zara to sleep with the cockroaches. And that is all the time I have for this episode, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!